believe that in each human being there is a compass of some sort to let you know, whether you're about to go outside of the area of safety or no. I believe that. I believe in any decisions that you're making, you know if that was a quality decision or no. So follow your conscience. This is what you're saying to them. I also have here, listen to, pay attention to the tugs and the nudges that you're feeling, depending on the circumstance or the experience that you're trying to get through. One of the things that you can talk to them about is meditation, consideration. No matter what you hear, take time to consider. Figure it out if that's something you want to be a part of, whether you're the deliverer of this activity or the receiver of the activity, the corn, my word. In keeping things short and sweet, again, I know you want to get the cards out. I know you want to get the spread out. I know you want to channel. I know you want to do all that. I'm with you. I understand. But in laying a foundation, Hive Central isn't saying you aren't doing that. But you're striving for the mastery, aren't you? You take what you do seriously, don't you? One of the things that you can recommend to them is the simple, I don't know if this is a moral code or not, what they called it back then, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Is that short and sweet enough? That's the beginning. That's the beginning. It's a foundation. It's a pathway of basic starting. I've got, and don't put out what you don't want to see coming back at you. Is that simple enough? Short, sweet, not deep. I'm thinking about the Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Can't be more simple than that. Another thing, as a light worker, as a healer, as an encourager, as someone that is a full-time neighbor to society, talk about meditation. Tell them what meditation means to you. Tell them about going to the water. Just looking at water. For some, I like mountains myself. Water's okay, but something about mountains draws me in. But water. Talk to them about being around water. Taking a bath. Taking a cold shower. Talk to them about what it is to be grounded. Again, we're just laying the foundation. You want that corn to be receptive, with an understanding to what's being presented to them and why. Because my assumption is you talk about the protections in the beginning. How about that? Talk to them about listening. I told you while I was experiencing the dream, in my shando or on the back, somewhere back in here, I was hearing the song, and it didn't dawn on me until I woke up like, oh yeah, all the while the dream was going on, I was hearing this song. Why was I hearing this song? Another thing that comes up is music. And I want to do a sidebar on that. Renee, in Chicago, for almost 20 years, did security. In Chicago, over 20 years at NFA. But I want to deal with security first. I would pull out a USB thumb drive as a security officer at the front desk. Now, this probably wasn't proper. I'm sure they didn't want me sticking a thumb drive in their system, but I needed some music on that 12-hour shift. It was too quiet, especially after everything closed down. So I would always have a variety of music playing all the while I did security. I mean, probably pretty much all the time I did security, except when I began security, Renee, here in Missouri. Pinkerton, that's where I started. And then went somewhere else when I went to Chicago. What was that, in 95, 96 or something like that. But anyway, the Time Life building, you've heard me talk about it. The Time Life building is where I was. And then news was getting around. People. I don't know, Renee. I guess I was too peaceful. I guess I was too quiet. I guess I was too to myself. Because word got around saying, you can't be listening to music here. They don't allow that. And something rose up on the inside of me. For me, that's water, like to some of you. As I talked about, that's the mountains for me. That's a secret place for me. So I said, what you mean? I listen to music all the time. And the other officers are saying, no, the building management don't like us listening to music. I said, okay. I didn't argue with him. I ain't going to argue for what? And then one day, walks in the manager of the Time Life building on my shift. The music was playing. I said, excuse me. I said, listen, they tell me that we're not supposed to listen to music down in the lobby. And the management went on to say, oh no, I understand completely. On the shift, you're fine. You're okay. I could have shouted. But whatever I do, I need to know that I'm not crossing bounds. I need to be liberated to know it's okay. Now let me get to NFA. Y'all do the research. I don't care if you look. I don't care because I already retired from them. But anyway, out of all those years, they allowed me the freedom in the area of service that we were in for me to listen to my music. They probably said something, but they never said anything to me. In fact, a couple of them came by. They sang the song. Whatever was playing, some of them would strut their stuff. But they gave me free course. So thankful for that. Anybody looking for a job? So thankful for that. I had my 2 satellite speakers. Y'all can talk about me what I'm getting ready to say. I had a subwoofer too. Let me get back on task here. But music. Let them know the role that music plays with stress. And if any of you light workers are involved in yoga and you talk to them about yoga and stress relieving, don't give them the most complicated pose. Direct them to the basic poses. Or if you are, if you do chanting, explain to them what it's about and why. How about that? Let me move on. Changing course, because remember I started all this by saying I wanted to bring a little levity to what I was talking about, because I just got through messing with corporate. They're so busy taking, but they're not giving back. Talked about, I'll use the word church, but ecclesia, that in some instances, and there's probably changing going on because people are saying in this day and time, enough. They want substance. Not somebody to just show up and you collect the offering and give it to them. Moving a little bit further, I have at the bottom of this page, I believe God has a sense of humor. At times, he can be so direct with us. He know we need help. What's his response? Wait. He know you need help and want direction. He say stop. He say go. He say wait. He say forgive. He say short and sweet. You would think the Lord God is insensitive. But the work that he's doing behind the scenes when he responds to you that way, works are far greater. Other times when we call for help,